This video is to show JDO program participants how to find the Adobe Connect meeting room in your course, how to enter the room, and what to do when you get there. Here is one of the JDO courses, and they will all look something like this. Go to the Collaborate with your group link first. This will take you to a page where you will find information about your PBL groups. For the meeting room, select Group Meeting Rooms. You'll be taken to a page with a link to the rooms and other information. You can see that there are some recordings of previous sessions here, plus a link to a help document for using Adobe Connect. To join the meeting, first go to the drop-down box next to Separate Groups and choose your group. That's the one that you joined in the group selection link on the Collaborate with your group page. When you select your group, sometimes there will be a delay in loading it. And this can mean sometimes you end up in the wrong room because your room took so long to load. So it's a good idea to wait about 30 seconds after you've selected your room from the drop-down menu before selecting Join Meeting. When you select Join Meeting, a pop-up screen will appear, then another screen appears which is the meeting room. If a tutorial also pops up, close this and check the top of the window to make sure you are in the room you selected. I'm in group 03, which is what I selected. If it shows a different number, it means your room did not load and you need to go back and join the room again, taking your time to allow the correct room to load. Looking at the toolbar across the top of the meeting room screen, you will see the audio tools you will need to use. If they are active or turned on, they'll be green. The speaker icon is green, so my speakers are turned on. The microphone is grayed out, so it's not connected. Selecting it, the microphone icon turns green, meaning it's now connected. Selecting the drop-down arrow next to the icon, you can see the options. You can mute or disconnect the microphone, adjust the volume, and make sure the correct microphone is selected. You can also mute and unmute your microphone simply by clicking the icon. To test if the audio is working, that is, you can both hear others and be heard in the meeting room, go across to the Meeting tab and choose Audio Setup Wizard. Follow the prompts to test both microphone and speakers. You'll be prompted to test your speaker output by playing a sound. You should hear music. If you do not hear anything, just keep going through the checks. Select Next and make sure that the correct device is connected. It should be your headset unless you are using desktop speakers, which is not recommended. It is also not recommended to choose the webcam mic. Click Next to test your microphone. Record yourself speaking, then play the recording back. If you can hear the recording, your microphone is working. If it is not working, continue through the checks for now. Click Next to go to Test Silence. This is to make sure you do not have too much background noise interfering. Then click Finish and the wizard closes. If you had any problems, check the settings of the microphone and speakers. In the speaker settings, make sure the speakers are not muted and check the volume slider, making sure it's not too low. Then check the microphone settings if the wizard did not play back your voice for you. Make sure it is unmuted and connected, and take a look at the volume adjustment. Then make sure the correct device is selected, that is, your headset. These checks should help address any problems with your audio, but if you are still unable to speak or hear, go to the Adobe Connect student help document for more actions you can take. Finally, the layout of this screen will depend on what pods the facilitator decides to use, or what template he or she chooses for the screen. On this one, you can see there is a participants list on the top right, a poll pod on the bottom right where you can participate in polling activities, a chat area in the lower middle space where you can enter text into the space at the bottom, hit enter and start or join text chats during the meetings. And there is a notes area where everyone can contribute notes. That's all for this introduction to accessing and using your Adobe Connect meeting room. I hope everything goes smoothly with your online PBL discussions, but don't forget, if you have technical problems and you're not able to join the meeting for whatever reason, it is recorded and you should contact your facilitator and try to make arrangements to catch up.